On the 29th of August 2023, the US Treasury Department officially published draft regulations for crypto tax rules in the United States, which is a long document at 84 pages if you view the PDF, a link to which I've included in the description below. The Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, and the DOJ brought in these tax regulations with its aims apparently being putting digital assets in line with traditional financial reporting, in its own words, to crack down on the tax cheats, and simplifying the tax filing process, helping taxpayers know if they need to pay tax on their crypto. With you having to report crypto, tokens, stablecoins, and NFTs on a separate form called Form 1099/DA. The aim is that these would come into effect for transactions in 2025, with first tax payments being due in 2026. But there's certainly been criticism of these regulations, apart from the people who are responsible for them, of course. So please do like this video and subscribe to the channel so I can continue to offer more content for you in future. And let's jump straight in and take a look at what this means if you hold crypto in the United States. Because, as I alluded to, some, but not many, are in favour of these set of rules. And 7 US senators, including Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, actually go further because they sent a letter on October the 10th, 2023 to Janet Yellen at the Department of Treasury and Daniel Werfel at the IRS, praising the strong rules that are being proposed here, but also asking for these to come in sooner than 2025 to 2026. And you can find the link to the full letter in the description below. But what concerns might you have if you're a crypto holder in the USA? Well, firstly, as you can see here from an article written on the 26th of October 2023, the IRS expects the number of tax returns it receives to double to 8 billion due to these new regulations. There are also concerns that the Department of Justice is positioning itself to be able to confiscate crypto from US investors if it sees fit, without needing to go through the legal system to do so, and which will be made much easier given the large amount of data the IRS will be collecting through the new crypto tax regulations and the requirements to report this. But the US apparently holds over $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin anyway, so in my opinion is already getting quite used to this. And although the proposals don't include miners or software developers, there are still concerns over who needs to report customer data to the IRS due to just how vague some of the statements are. For example, whether a person is in a position to know information about the identity of a customer rather than whether a person ordinarily would know such information. So as you can see below this highlighted section, that could also include some decentralized exchanges and wallets that may be forced to report their customers' private information if they want to operate in the US. From statements like this, they may not be able to just opt out, calling themselves decentralized. And you'll also need to report to the IRS all of your transactions as an investor, so the dates, the amounts, the wallet addresses, transaction hashes, etc. But I'd personally always advise speaking with a tax advisor who specializes in crypto if you had any specific questions once the regulations have been finalized, because each person's situation will be slightly different. Further to this, there have been public criticisms of these crypto tax regulations, 3 of which we'll look at now in chronological order. So firstly, on the 25th of August 2023, straight after the crypto tax regulations were published, Patrick McHenry, the representative and chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, released a statement that you can see here criticizing these rules, saying they were just another attack on the digital asset ecosystem and that they were simply too vague to be followed. And then, on the 18th of October 2023, Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal shared concerns that you can see here again about these crypto tax regulations, and even shared a link to oppose these directly through Stand With Crypto. Grewal's concerns seem to mainly highlight a lack of fairness, a threat to innovation and to the crypto industry itself, the regulations going much further than mandated, and the surveillance of customers and the requirement of reporting transactions. And finally, on November the 13th, 2023, the Blockchain Association released a 39-page letter and report, mainly criticising the tax regulations that have been put forward by the IRS. And the Blockchain Association is based in the United States and states that it is the leading non-profit membership organisation that's dedicated to promoting a pro-innovation policy environment for the crypto industry. In its report, a link to which you can find in the description below, the Blockchain Association states that these new set of rules would be extremely difficult for many people to comply with, that the IRS has significant misunderstandings about digital assets and DeFi, that they've exceeded their authority, mentioning things like privacy rights, and that these regulations would actually harm the development of crypto in the US rather than encourage it. So that ends this video looking at the new crypto regulations that are coming into force in the US in 2025. But I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. And if you found this content interesting, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel, as it really does help. And have a great day.